All right, we are back with vlog number 3, and today we are going to get after some chest. So I'm going to start with a solid warm up, probably 2 to 3 sets, leading into dumbbell chest press. And with my warm ups on these here, I don't like to rush it. Dumbbell chest press, barbell chest press, any of those movements take good time to warm up. So make sure your joints, your chest are feeling activated, and then we'll jump into some hard working sets. But give or take, usually around 3 warm up sets before we get into the real work. So we just finished our warm-up sets. Now we're going to go into our 3 working sets. So a couple cues I like to do for my chest training, either flat dumbbell, barbell, Smith, whatever it may be, is keeping a big chest. So obviously controlling the negative portion of the motion, coming to that nice big stretch, but keeping my chest tall, almost retracting back. And that's the cue I like to use. Keep a big chest, keep your chest up. And when you're pressing, keep that chest tall. Don't let yourself cave in. Keep your shoulder blades back. Retract the scapula and keep that chest tall. Again, work that negative, control, stretch, keep that chest nice and big, nice and tall. Okay, so let's jump into some working sets now. All right, jumping into my last working set, set 3. Goal is to aim for 8 reps, but I might have bit off a little more than I can chew with the 90s leading in this 3rd set, but we're going to give it a go. I personally don't like to do pause reps with dumbbells on chest press. I just feel like the stability, when you start to fatigue, there's just too much room for error. If I was on something like the Smith machine where I got a little more stability behind me, I'd feel a little more safe behind it. So we're going to go right to failure here and see what we got. So let's put the headphones in and let's get working. All right, so now we've made our way over to the Smith machine. We're going to aim for a slightly higher rep range, probably the 8 to 12 mark. We'll see. Might drop it down back to 8. But when it comes to the Smith machine hand placement, I typically like to go with what feels good. Whatever's going to take the pressure off the joints and the shoulder, make sure you're utilizing that chest and keeping that tall chest all the way through that movement is the ideal spot. As for where the bar hits in your chest, I like to say that mid chest range, again, so we can get that nice big deep stretch at the bottom. That's going to utilize the most stimulus for our muscle growth, making sure that muscle is stretched at the bottom, keeping that chest tall. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, just finished my first working set here. A couple points on the incline Smith or barbell Smith, barbell flat press or anything along those lines, is I don't like to bounce off the chest. For what I'm trying to achieve from a hypertrophy aspect, building lean muscle tissue, I don't want to bounce off my chest. I want to keep the controlled movement all the way through. Again, working from the stretch position, always under control. A couple other things I like to do with Smith machine specifically is working in the partial range of motion at the bottom end of the partial. So when I fail out, I'll work in here from the stretch right here, kind of a few pulse reps, again, under control. I just find those forced reps at the end are great for lean muscle development. When it comes to other sorts of, ways to take yourself to failure, is if you have a spotter helping you up with the motion and then allowing the extremely slow controlled, but utilizing that when you hit that failure mark. Like after you can't do any more reps, doing those forced reps with the slow eccentric is really key. And you'll notice a huge pump in your chest and it's insane pump. But yeah, I don't have a spotter today, so I'm gonna go for some of those partials at the end there. Okay, time for some chest flies now. For me, I like to make sure the handles are set up in the appropriate position. I like to have slightly behind me to make sure I can really enforce that stretch. And again, staying up there, keeping the chest tall, keeping a big chest to ensure I'm getting that full activation. Like, especially from this angle here, you can kind of see when I'm flying across, I'm pushing that chest up, almost like I'm tucking my chin into that chest. Just allows me to get that extra activation for my chest. So let's jump into some working sets. Like you can see it right here, keeping my chest up. My chest is in a stretched position at this point. So with keeping my shoulder blades back, chest tall, come across, squeeze, control, keep a big chest all the way through the movement. I almost picture myself, well, not really picture myself, but focus on bringing the ditches of my elbows together. And that allows me to get a big squeeze through my chest. Oh, I could tell I was getting a little sloppy there, letting my chest kind of drop in. Obviously, just fatiguing at the end, nearing the end of the workout. So, obviously, I want to try and keep that chest up tall, but as you fatigue, you want to curl in. So, I mean, it happens, right? So, we got one more set. Okay, let's finish the chest off. So, we're going to finish off with dips, superset, push ups. So, we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to use a Gravitron. I'm going to go body weight for the first set, see how it goes. And then from there, gauge my fatigue level. So I want to push this to like fail on both aspects of the movement. So again, with proper control, full range of motion. But we're going to jump into some dips and push-ups, and this is a killer superset to finish your chest off. If you want to finish it off strong and feel like, holy shit, like I took it far, this is a killer finisher. So. That's it for chest. I'll finish off with a little bit of triceps, but I'll save an arm day for another day, another video, or sorry, arm video for another day. But that's it for chest. So nothing too crazy. Pushed the chest pretty well. Points to finish off with. I don't know. I think I pointed on everything throughout the video. So that's pretty much it. One thing I do like to note is like chest has never been one of my favorite training body parts. I don't know. I just found that I've always been a little weaker on the chest. I would say I have a half decent developed chest, but just one of those movements that I've never felt strong with. So I'm never one to put up crazy weight, but I really go for that feel, that pump. Make sure I'm just utilizing as much as I can to build as much muscle I can in that chest. So yeah, make sure you keep watching these videos. If there's anything that you'd like to see specifically, training, nutrition, anything along those lines, drop a comment, shoot me a DM, message, or anything along those lines. I really want to try and keep pumping these content out. So feel free to leave me a message and ask for anything that you want to see. Anyways, thanks. Bye.